A covert narcissist is a kind of undercover narcissist. And that's why they can be very difficult to identify. They're harder to spot because they don't openly seek attention or approval the way overt narcissists do. Covert narcissists are also known as the vulnerable or closet narcissist. The covert narcissists, they appear introverted, vulnerable, or even self-effacing. Covert narcissists may be perceived as being nice, being sweet. They're characterized by being shy, introverted, sensitive. However, the covert narcissist is very manipulative, and they tend to use the passive-aggressive behavior to get what they want. How do you spot a covert narcissist? Number one, they're emotionally neglectful. They withhold attention and emotional support from those close to them, including their own partners, spouses, children, friends. This leaves the covert narcissist loved ones feeling unimportant, invisible, unworthy of love and attention. The other way of spotting a covert narcissist is that their efforts to get attention are more subtle. Unlike the other narcissists who are clearly arrogant, boastful, the covert narcissist will often try to talk about how disappointed, how lonely they feel because no one understands or appreciates them. All right? The vulnerable narcissist, the covert narcissist that is, may present themselves as selfless, big-hearted, and giving without any expectation of return. And yet, they'll be the first ones to complain if they believe their kindness is not reciprocated. In short, the covert narcissists, they give you with one hand and they make noise with the other hand, claiming that you're not giving back. So they are hypocrites in short. These people lack empathy just like other narcissists. So the other way of spotting a covert narcissist is the passive self-importance trait in them. They are more likely to seek reassurance from others than other kind of narcissists. The covert narcissists, they use softer tactics, such as they give backhanded compliments to others. They play down your achievements intentionally so that you give them reassurance and compliment. They talk down negatively about what they've succeeded in so that you can talk positively and assure them about their achievement. The other way of spotting a covert narcissist is that they are shy and they are withdrawn in nature. They may not be the life of the party, these covert narcissists, but they are good at making people feel comfortable. They are very charming, just like other narcissists, and they can be very persuasive. So these covert narcissists, they have a hard time being assertive or standing up for themselves. And this is because they don't want to risk losing what they have. Instead, they'll go along with what others want or what others need without much resistance. That is the covert narcissist. Again, they are very good at procrastination. They manipulate others in indirect ways. They might not show up for a meeting. They might not show up for that date that you have with them. They'll wait until the last minute to cancel a date or to return phone calls or to communicate back or they just show up late for any meeting, for any engagement that you have with them. Now, they do this to show the other person that they are not important. They do this to show you that they are more important than you. Now, the other way of spotting a covert narcissist is their inconsistency in public and private life. There are always two sides, two faces of a covert narcissist. Sometimes publicly they can appear very nice, very kind, very supportive, very sweet, very helpful, they might appear like peacemakers. They avoid confrontation publicly. And you might think that they are in control of the emotions, but that's a lie. These people in private, they are the opposite of that. They may be bullies, they are liars, They are anything else but not what they try to show to the public. Now, the other way of spotting a covert narcissist is that they're passive-aggressive. Covert narcissists are oftenly passive-aggressive. They use the passive-aggressive tactic because their sense of self is too fragile for direct confrontation. And this means that they may not openly express their hostility or negativity, but instead they do it indirectly. A covert narcissist may make sarcastic comments. They may withhold compliments. They may withhold support. They may spread rumors or gossip, In short, they may go on a narcissistic smear campaign against you, or deliberately sabotage others' efforts. They forget to pass on important details about events, or they may leave it until the last minute to share information that will not give you enough time to prepare. Now, while the covert narcissist's passive-aggressive behaviors may not be as immediately obvious as those of other types of narcissists, they are just harmful in the same way. They can damage relationships. So the other thing about the covert narcissists, they are thin-skinned. They are highly sensitive to criticism. Narcissists don't like to be criticized, because to the narcissist, they'll never take blame. They're never accountable. They'll never take responsibility. Nothing will ever be their fault, and they will never apologize. Covert narcissists, they have this emotional instability, and this makes them prone to depression and anxiety. You criticize the narcissist just a little, then they get wounded. They are deeply insecure people. They're extremely defensive. They're unable to take on board any kind of negative feedback. And that's why the narcissists are called thin-skinned people, because they're also highly sensitive to criticism. They have this fear within them, deep-seated fear of being exposed, being exposed for the true person they are, the fake person they are. They're afraid that to be exposed. Now, the narcissist, another way of spotting a covert narcissist is that they hold grudges. Covert narcissists are quick to hold a grudge once you wrong them, once you cross them, once you get into conflict with them, any misunderstanding with them, they hold grudges. They will try to even ruin your life if you've wronged them, to prove that they were right all along. Now, then covert narcissists will also give with a goal. They want to be seen as givers. They may volunteer their time to help others. They may give gifts with the intention of making the other person feel good. But there's always something hidden behind their giving. They don't just give for free. When they give you something, they expect something big in return, something even much better in return. When a covert narcissist acts as a volunteer, when they volunteer their time to do something, to help someone, a friend for instance, they expect that friend to be available to them when they need help. They may also give gifts with the intention of making the other person feel indebted to them. So when a narcissist gives you, don't celebrate. They want something back. They expect it back in a bigger way. The other way of spotting a covert narcissist is that they are self-serving. They have this self-serving empathy. They can pretend to be empath. They can purposefully show empathy to you to get something from you. They may behave and act as a kind person. They may comfort you when you are upset, when you are down, but they expect to receive something else in return. The other way of spotting a covert narcissist is that they are envious and they are jealous people. They feel envious of others who have things that they feel they are entitled to themselves. The covert narcissist may not express their envy, but they may show bitterness or resentment towards others. They believe that other people envy them because of the belief that they are special. The vulnerable narcissist will not take kindly when someone else is praised, when someone else gets the attention that the narcissist, that covert narcissist, believes they deserve that praise or attention. So if they realize that the attention is on someone else, the focus is on someone else, they will try to one-up you. They'll try to one-up that person. They might even criticize them. They might dismiss them, devalue them. They will check out on the conversations. They might change the subjects. So the covert narcissists are experts at hiding their envy. They might not express it, but they feel envious of others many times. Because they think and feel that they're not good enough. They think that others are better than them in some way. They will try to downplay their feelings of envy, but deep down, They are jealous when they see someone else succeed. They pretend they're not jealous, but they are. They're very envious people, and they believe everybody else is envious of them. The covert narcissist is obsessed with their image, just like the other narcissists. They want to be associated with the successful people, with people who will reflect well on them. They're also uniquely miserable. That's another way of spotting a covert narcissist. They play this victim, and they have this victim mentality.